All right, hello everyone. Here we are, hole number 8 here. So obviously, you know, one of the things that you can do, especially if you don't have berserkers, but if you've been picking these up from Golden Shot or whatever, you might want to go with it. The longer that you get it on this hole, kind of the better. So with that concept in mind, it can be highly advantageous for you to take advantage of some length, get the ball down there as far as you can, and give yourself a really good chance. It's really going to eliminate the possibility of you making par as well. Here you can see with the wind that's at hand here, not really the best. So, it'll still be nice to use. As I mentioned, you know, being able to clear these trees are going to be, you know, relatively advantageous. Just going to kind of get a rough guideline. So I'm thinking, you know, 3 or 4 rings. Just need a general idea of what I'm going to do. Here you can see I'm using pretty much a berserker for layup. It's kind of annoying that I'm doing this. But as I mentioned, you know, the longer that I get it down here, the easier this shot becomes. So here you can see that I'm still in tree cover. So that's one of the, and just imagine had I used Titan, how much farther even back I'd be from there. So, you know, just something to be thinking about. And you might just want to do it if you have it, just to ensure that you're not going to make par. Because it is going to be, you know, a tougher hole with tree cover. I don't think you'll probably make par, but especially if you hit that bunker or if you're down around this bunker, you're just going to see that my opponent's going to have a little bit, you know, definite tougher route at this hole unless they can somehow be able to find a way to just kind of thread it through everything. But here you can see when I land right around here, first thing that you'll want to do is you'll want to kind of estimate where are you. It looks like I'm probably going to be pulling down to kind of a quarter club. So if I'm using this new tool and pulling over this direction, like I mentioned, I'm going to be pulling down here to kind of quarter club. I'll need to make sure that's the adjustment that I'm going. So 4.2 rings, somewhere in that vicinity, and maybe somewhere right around here. And here you can see I shoot it. Oh, wow. So really close chance there. And you can see that, you know, I still had to curl it. And that's one of the reasons that you saw me do that, is because my ball guide was still out towards the right. But do keep in mind, when you play the new tool, it's not about where you start. So I started probably right up around here at 40%, but after I pulled those rings, I pulled down to about 25%. So do factor in where you're pulling to and use that ring value. That's what's going to give you the most precise results. And if you can set up your grid like this, you'll see how, you know, easy that can be as well. Here you can see my opponent was still able to go over the trees there with a little bit shorter drive, but that's going to be very risky. If you, for some reason, get out of position and can't hit it in that same fashion, it's going to make that hole much tougher. And, you know, you could easily get yourself out of position. With the Berserker, you're going to be down there as far as possible. It's going to give you a very easy go-to route. As I mentioned, it's going to be nothing that you absolutely have to do there, but it will help you just to secure it, to make sure that you don't make any mental mistakes of any time. So good luck there, guys, and I will catch you guys on the next hole to complete this guide.